Arithmetic sequences, part 2. The first 4 terms of a sequence are given. Can these terms be the terms of an arithmetic sequence? If so, find the common difference. Okay, so let's look at if I have an arithmetic sequence. We're going to look at any common differences. When we look at common differences, we just always want to remember it's the right number minus the left number. The right number minus the left number. The right number minus the left number, and that will give you a correct value for that common difference. Okay, so in this case, we're going to take negative 19 minus a negative 31. We're going to take a negative 7 minus a negative 19. We're going to take a 5 minus a negative 7. And what we notice is no matter what right from left we do, we have that common difference of 12. So that makes this an arithmetic sequence. Okay, the first 4 terms are given. Can these be terms of an arithmetic sequence? Well, if it is, for every right minus every left, for every right minus every left, when we subtract, we come up with the same common difference. If that happens, then we have an arithmetic sequence. Okay, so let's take 68 minus 100. We'll take that right 36 minus 68. We'll take that right 4 minus 36. And what we notice is that we keep getting negative 32. So yes, this is an arithmetic sequence, and the common difference is negative 32. Okay, let's look at our next example. For our next example, determine the common difference, the 5th term, the nth term, the 100th term for this arithmetic sequence. Okay, so first we want to determine the common difference. Okay, so to get that common difference, we're going to take a right number like 49, subtract a left number like 64, a right number 34 minus a left number like 49, a right number 19 minus the number on its left, 34, and we see that we have a common difference of 15. Okay, so the next part is the 5th term, the nth term, and the 100th term. Okay, so if we think of this common difference as negative 15, what we did was we took 64 minus 15, that gave us 49. 49 minus 15 gave us 34. 34 minus 34 minus 15. So in each of these cases, we're subtracting 15 from the number to get to the next. So what would be the 5th term? That's what they're asking for here. What would be the 5th term? 19 minus 15, which would be 4. So 4 is the 5th term of our sequence. Okay, next they want us to find the nth term. And remember, the nth term is that formula that generates every term, the nth term. Okay, so let's look at our nth term. To get the nth term, we're going to take the first term. The first term is 64. To 64, we're going to add n. We don't know n because we're looking for the nth term. We don't know n. We don't have a specific value for it. So we're going to say n minus 1 times our common difference, which we just found to be negative 15. Okay, so this is going to be 64 minus 15n plus 15. All I did was take that negative 15 and distribute it to clear parentheses. And so we have a negative 15n. And then if we take 64 plus 15, 64 plus 15 gives us 79. So this is our formula that generates every term in this arithmetic sequence. Okay, so from here they want us to find the 100th term. Okay, so now they just want us to plug in 100 for n. So we get negative 15 times 100 plus 79. And so what we're going to get for that 100th term, negative 15 times 100 plus 79 is, get rid of that mark, is negative 1,421. Okay, let's look at our next example. Determine the common difference, 5th term, nth term, and 100th term for the arithmetic sequence. Okay, let's get working. We're going to take a right number, 8. The number to the left of it is 11, so we're going to subtract those. 5 minus the number to the left of it, 2 minus the number to the left of it, and we see that we have a common difference of negative 3. Okay, so we determined the common difference. That was our negative 3. The next thing that we want is the 5th term. So if I take 11 minus 3, that gave us 8. 8 minus 3 gives us 5. 5 minus 3 gives us 2. So 2 minus 3 would give us a negative 1, and that's our 5th term. For the nth term, what they want is a general formula that's going to generate everything, an. Okay, so to get an, we're going to take our first term, that's 11. We don't know n because we're finding the nth term, so it doesn't have a value. And then our common difference was negative 3. And we're ready to simplify to get our formula for the nth term. Here we're going to get a negative 3n. Here we're going to get a positive 3. And so we get for the nth term, 11 and 13 would give us 14 minus 3n. There's our nth term. Now to do the 100th term, all they want us to do is plug in 100 for n. All right, 14 minus 3 times 100 is going to be 14 minus 3 times 100, or negative 286.